Hey guys, I'm Rachel Goenka, and sorry we're starting a little bit late. So I'm the founder and CEO of the Sassy Spoon, Sassy Teaspoon, House of Mandarin, and Baraza in Pune as well. And we've got brands in Mumbai and in Pune. So today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to show you a very easy recipe of how to do baked chicken wings at home. You can use other ingredients apart from what we're using over here today, and we'll talk about that as we're going through. And I'm also going to show you a really nice recipe for potato salad. So let's get started. And in case you guys have any questions, just sort of type them in, and my sister's recording, so she's going to shout them out to me. And if you guys have any questions about substitutions, things like that. So to start off with, what I'm going to do is I've got 10 chicken wings with me, and what we need to do is just dab these. I'm going to get some tissue really quick. So I've got 10 chicken wings with me, and you need to make sure that your chicken wings are completely dry. So you can use a cloth, actually, that would be much better. So just lay those out onto a pan with some foil. Ideally, you want to do this the night before so your chicken wings are nicely marinated. But you can do this a couple of hours as well, so a couple of hours in advance. This is a really, really easy, nice recipe. If you have barbecue sauce at home, your life is sorted. I don't have barbecue sauce at home, so I'm making sauce from scratch. Wings are done. So this is one of those recipes where you can actually just wing it. You don't need to exactly measure out ingredients specifically, which is why I like making savory more than I like making pastry stuff, even though I'm actually associated with pastry. So now what you want to do is take some flour and just drizzle some flour on top. And this is just any maida. You don't need any fancy flour for this. Some pepper and some salt. And you just want to give this a quick mix so your chicken wings are coated evenly in flour. And it doesn't have to be like a thick layer of flour, just a light layer of flour. And to that, you're just gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil, or you can use any vegetable oil as well. Just light drizzle of olive oil. Do it like this. It's just to make sure that it doesn't stick to the foil, and you can pull it off easily. So I'm just going to give that a quick mix as well. You can actually do this if you want to do like a vegetarian version, then you can do this with broccoli florets, you can do this with eggplant as well. And just the same method, but use broccoli, use carrots. Zucchini works really well too. I'm going to quickly wash my hands. So I've got my oven preheating at about 180 degrees. You're gonna want to pop your wings into the oven now for about 10 to 15 minutes. And ideally, you should keep them in the oven for about 20 minutes at a lower oven at 160. But since I'm doing this and showing you guys how to make this, I'm just gonna turn my oven up to 180 just so it goes a little faster. So my wings are in the oven and we're gonna move on to making the sauce. So for the sauce, what you want is a tablespoon of honey. Now you can use maple syrup, you can use brown sugar, you can use agave, you can use golden syrup also. Basically any sweet liquidy thing. Honey is the best though, because I feel honey and maple syrup. If you're doing something, so 2 tablespoons of honey. That looks a little less. Actually, I'm going to do 3 tablespoons. See, this is a nice thing about savory cooking. You sort of just, as you go, you keep adding and keep tasting. So if you like your sauce to be slightly sweeter, then add more honey. You want it to be less sweet, add more chili. So I'm going to put a little bit of soy sauce as well. What you're looking for is consistency over here. So it's not exact measurements. So about 2 tablespoons of soya. And to this, I'm gonna add some garlic, just some chopped garlic, about 2 or 3 cloves of chopped garlic. And I've got some ginger over here as well. Just like a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. Some chili flakes. And I'm gonna do a pinch of cornstarch just to let this thicken, so it thickens nicely. And just a little bit of water, about 3 tablespoons of water. So now we're going to bring this to our stove and heat this up. What you want is for the sauce to thicken. So just stir this up. So this sauce thickens as it cools, and then don't forget you've got your cornstarch in there as well, so it will thicken. At this point, just taste it. Okay, I'm gonna add some more chili to this because I like mine with a nice bit of kick. So if you want to make the sauce with say different ingredients, this is more of like an Asian sticky barbecue sauce. You can use Mexican chilies, you can use jalapenos. And then if you want to do like an Indian version, then use like red chili powder, a little bit of ginger. So there are a lot of variations that you can do with this sauce, and it's fairly simple to make. You can use this sauce for a stir fry as well. So just keep stirring that. You want it to thicken. Like it starts off as a very, very watery sauce, but then it does get thicker. take some time. So you can already see it's getting thicker. This sauce actually goes really well with like a vegetarian stir fry, which is like carrots, broccoli, baby corn. Yep, so my sauce is ready. See, it's got like a nice glaze to it. And like I said, this will cool down, and you do want this to cool down before you add it to your chicken. So just leave that aside for now. And like, okay, so I'm just going to show you guys my chicken wings really quick to give you an idea of how, where are the ovens? So those are my chicken wings right now. I'm just going to let them get a little bit more golden. They're still not cooked. So we'll move on to the potato salad and then come back to the chicken. Okay, so for this potato salad, this is one of my favorite salad recipes. We make this every Easter, every Sunday, every Christmas. It's actually my mother-in-law's recipe. And yeah, so it's a very good recipe. So what you need is a couple of spoons of regular yogurt. So when I got married, this recipe was actually like passed down to me by my mother-in-law. She usually doesn't give anybody her recipes. Now I don't have any horseradish, but typically this needs horseradish. It needs about a teaspoon of horseradish. Instead, I'm using mustard. It doesn't have the same amount of kick that a horseradish would, but I mean, you have to make the most of whatever ingredients you have at home. So about a teaspoon of mustard, a lot of mayonnaise.
Rach, while you're adding the mayonnaise, we've got a couple of questions. So, can you just, for people who are joining us now, can you just quickly recap like what we've done so far?
So we've tossed our chicken wings in flour, salt and pepper, and then we are basically, then we put those into the oven to bake, and then we moved on to our sauce, which was honey, soya sauce, red chili flakes, ginger, garlic, some water and a little bit of cornstarch, and we just gave that a quick boil, and we kept that aside to cool. So now I'm adding mayo. This is one of those recipes where you literally just have to taste. I don't think I've ever made this recipe like measuring anything specifically. You just need to keep tasting. But it's an amazing, amazing recipe. Like I promise you will not make potato salad any differently than this one once you get like addicted to this. So now I'm using salad cream. Heinz have the best one. This does require salad cream and there is no substitute. I've tried, trust me, I've tried. So just like a couple of, maybe a quarter of the bottle. So I usually make this in bulk for like say 15 people. This is the smallest I've ever made this recipe. So you just give that a quick stir.
Someone asked if it's Dijon mustard that we're using.
Yeah, we're using Dijon. Yeah.
We are today, but normally you use horseradish.
Yeah.
And how long for the chicken wings in the oven?
So we put them in at 180 degrees for about, it's been 10 minutes now, 10-15 minutes. I'm going to put some more yogurt into this.
Okay.
So basically what you're looking for is like a nice tangy flavor, but like a nice creamy tangy flavor. And you want to boil your potatoes. So I've boiled my potatoes in advance and I've cooled them in the fridge. And I've got some chopped green peppers and some chopped spring onions as well. So what we're going to do is just some pepper, salt. I'm using like a pink salt. So in goes my This salad is also really good with macaroni. Like if you wanted to make a macaroni salad, then use the sauce as a base. It's yum. Like just basically boil some pasta, chop some carrots, some sweet corn, and some French beans, and just mix it into the sauce. It's so good.
Before we add in the potatoes, do you want to give us a recap of what's in here?
So we have some yogurt, we have Dijon mustard, but like I said, we typically use horseradish for this dish. I don't have horseradish at home, so I'm using mustard instead. We've used salad cream and we've used some mayonnaise. So if you have to think about it in terms of ratios, you're going to use most of the salad cream and the dahi, and then just a little bit of the mayo and the mustard. So very, very little mustard. Basically, you just want like a nice kick. So now I'm adding my potatoes.
And these have been cooled, right?
These have been cooled. So boiled, and you want to like boil them not so they're mushy. They shouldn't be mushy potatoes. You need to boil them so there's still some bite to them, but they're just that they're cooked. Because it is one of those crunchy potato salads. And this salad is best chilled. Like it's that perfect picnic salad as well. Not that I think any one of us are going to be having picnics anytime soon, but you never know. Yep, so my potato salad is done. That's done. And I'm going to move on to our wings now. So my chicken wings are nice and golden. I'm gonna get my sauce. And what you wanna do is just drizzle some sauce over your chicken wings. And then just coat the rest of your wings in the sauce. Don't be scared if they're stuck, that will come off.
Rach, a lot of people are asking why you're using foil.
Why am I using foil? I don't know, because I have foil lying around. You can use parchment paper as well. You don't have to use foil. You can definitely use parchment paper. I just feel foil when you're making meat, especially with anything which has got skin on it, I just feel like foil always helps it cook faster. That's a good question. I didn't think about that. So once you pop these back into the oven, you're going to get like nice sticky wings because your sauce will cook further and it will thicken in the oven. So if you guys notice, what the quantity of sauce that we made was actually not that much, but you don't need that much of sauce. Like you don't have to, just drown your chicken wings in sauce. And if you actually marinate this in advance and then put it into the oven, then you're not going to get as crispy a chicken wing. You get more like a barbecue chicken as opposed to like a crispy chicken wing. Because now my wings have crisped up really well.
So how long have they been in for now?
So they've been in the oven for about 15 minutes. But like I said, they've been in my oven at 180. If you want like a nice juicy chicken wing, then I would say do it at a lower oven. You can still do it at 180. Do it at 160, like set your oven at 160 and then slow cook your wings. But yeah, you can totally do it at 180 as well. You just need to watch them, and then and they need to cook from the inside as well. So I'm gonna pop these back into the oven and then take them out 10 minutes later, and then you're done. So you just want the sauce to thicken and for the rest of your wings to cook. I'm actually they've been on the skin side up, so I'm gonna turn them the other way now. And just let these cook out, and then you're done. So the potato salad and the wings are actually a really good combination. So this is going to go back into my oven. So I think the best part about this recipe is that there's no deep frying involved. So it is a very healthy recipe to make, and it's a fairly simple recipe as well. So like I said, 10 minutes in the oven now. Just check on your chicken and then you're done. And have a nice dinner, guys. So, sorry, 1 second. Hold on.
So someone's asked, can we use barbecue sauce directly without adding anything to it?
Yeah, you totally can use barbecue sauce directly. In fact, if you wanted to do like barbecue sauce, you could add some Tabasco into it as well, just to give it a little bit of a kick. But yeah, definitely you can use just ready-made store-bought sauces. Why not? This is just a quick, easy way of making sauce at home if you guys can't get out and get any sauces right now. Any other questions? Guys, we're almost done, so if anybody has any questions, let me know. But for everyone who's tuned in today, you get a 3-month free Prime Easy Diner membership. You can use my code, which is Rachel1104.
Someone is saying, tell us more about your mother-in-law's salad.
And I'm pretty sure that's my husband. I'm pretty sure that's my husband who's messaged. Thank you, Karan. What can I say about my mother-in-law's salad? It's like my mother-in-law. It's surprising and very dependable. My husband is looking at me right now, so I'm not going to say much.
Okay, someone's asked, do you own a place like a restaurant or cafe? So do you want to talk a bit more about your restaurants?
So I'm a chef and a restaurateur. I have different brands: Sassy Spoon, Sassy Teaspoon, House of Mandarin, and in Pune we've got Baraza and the Sassy Spoon, and we've got Sassy Teaspoons over there as well, which is our patisserie brand. And we're doing some fun stuff lined up, but given this whole situation with the coronavirus, a lot of things have been on hold for now. Okay, I'm gonna check on my chicken wings. We're almost done. So I basically just turned up the heat just now. So if you guys can see, your sauce is actually thickened. It's gotten like more glazy.
It smells really good.
It smells good. It smells really good. It's the garlic.
And someone says, can we do this recipe with other cuts of chicken?
You definitely can do it with other cuts of chicken. I just thought of doing wings because I miss eating wings. Like usually I always get wings from out, but since we're not ordering in, I decided to do wings today.
But it'll like affect the cooking times a bit,
Yeah,
right?
it will affect the cooking times. Like if you're doing it with a thicker cut of chicken, obviously wings have got like just 2 bones and it's a fairly lean cut. If you're doing it with a thicker cut, then you need to put it in the oven for a lot longer. So just check. So what you want to do is pierce your chicken and just press on it slightly with a spoon and just make sure that the juices come out clean. If you still have like pink juice coming out, then you know your chicken is uncooked. So can you guys see the sauce? Like that little sauce. It's not that we made too much of sauce. Just keep tossing this in. And the more you keep coating this, the more like the stickier it gets, and it actually holds onto the chicken rather than sort of falling off and just being like a very loose sauce. So my wings are actually done because I've turned up my oven and these are done. I hope you guys enjoyed my live cooking session, and yeah, so that's gonna be dinner tonight for us guys, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you.